In this question, we're asked to find angle x. We're given the three sides, and that means that we can use a law of cosines. So I have the law of cosines written down here, and that means that this would be side x because it's across from angle x, and then we'll call this angle y and angle z. So this would be side z and side y. Now because we're trying to find the angle, I like to rewrite this equation, and once you have it figured out, you can start just by writing it out that way. So we start with the law of cosines, and we want to start moving it around. Our goal is to get cosine x by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 2yz cosine x to both sides. When I do that, it makes the makes a positive by putting it on the left hand side, which is good. And next I want to get rid of the x squared. So when I get rid of the x squared, I subtract it from both sides, and I get 2yz cosine x equals y squared plus z squared minus x squared. And lastly, because the 2yz is multiplied by cosine x, I'll divide both sides by 2yz to have really the law of cosines, just in a different format. This is the way we want to use it if we want to find out what the angle is. And we could find out any of the angles. We could find out x, y, or z because we're given all three of the sides. So our next step is just to substitute all our information in. The numbers are nice and small, so we can do them in our head. But we have 2 squared plus 4 squared minus 5 squared divided by 2 times 2 times 4. And that will end up giving us minus 5 for our numerator, and our denominator would be 16. And now using our graphing calculator, or any calculator we have with trigonometric ratios on it, we would find out that x equals, and let the calculator do the work. And if you're experienced with cosine, what you'll find is that when your cosine value is negative, it means that it is over 90 degrees. And it is 108 degrees in this case. That makes this triangle an obtuse triangle. If we wanted to find the other angles, we could easily find them by using the law of cosines again, or we could now use the law of sines because we know the x, side x, and angle x.